All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or even good night, depending on where you are. Welcome to C-Level Advanced Toastmasters meeting. And today, the meeting is very special because we are going to have a panel discussion sharing from our Toastmaster who just attended the international speech contest in district this year and also just attended the conference of district. So they were going to have a lot of lessons and insight to share for everyone to learn about the Toastmaster community and how to improve your public speaking to the next level. My name is Quỳnh Anh, and I'm the president of C-Level Advanced Toastmaster Club. And today I will also be the Toastmaster of the day, as well as the host of the discussions. So I hope that everyone is going to have a great time with our meeting today. And as a spirit of Toastmaster, please join with 100% of your energy, even though this is online, okay? Yeah, so in order to show me your spirit, can everyone help me to push some heart likes and reactions on your screen to see your spirit today? Yeah, can everyone help me to put some icon? I see Bill and David have a lot of hearts, and even Toastmaster Ming, who couldn't open his camera, and Toastmaster Huyền have a lot of hearts too. Yes, even Toastmaster Tuyền. Okay, how about you, Toastmaster Trúc Lê and Toastmaster Tuấn Huyệt? Yeah, what are your reactions? Is it like crying? Is it like heartful? Or is it like celebration? Can we see some of them for you? Yeah, very, very festive. Okay. All right. So, in order to kickstart our meeting today, allow me to go through our agenda of the meeting just a bit. So this is our agenda of the meeting today. And for our meeting today, we are going to have the first session, which is the sharing from our three exceptional speakers, Toastmaster Huyền, Toastmaster Golden, and Toastmaster Lee, with the theme Lesson Learned from the Champions of Public Speaking. And we are going to have next the prepared speech session with two speeches from Toastmaster Tuyền Nguyễn and also Toastmaster Trúc Lê. Yeah, so our Toastmaster is going to adapt the lessons just from the training into their own prepared speech. Wow, how challenging, right? And after that, we are going to have an in-depth evaluation for our two Toastmaster from Toastmaster Hương Ly and Toastmaster Golden. And then a report by our listener, Toastmaster Nguyệt Chu, our general evaluation, Toastmaster Nguyễn Nguyễn. And of course, in order to facilitate the meeting today, I will be the Toastmaster of the day, and helping me to run the meeting, that will be our timer, that is Toastmaster Bill Trần. So everyone, please have a big round of applause for everyone who is going to take a role today and who is going to be the speakers today. Okay. Right, with that said, are you ready for the first round, everyone? Are you ready to hear from the lesson learned from the champions of public speaking? Yeah, yes, I can see everyone's spirit. Okay, so now allow me to invite on the screen our three exceptional speakers. First is a very amazing former president of Saigon Toastmaster Club. I first knew her around 2 years ago, and I've always been amazed by the amazing power that she has. She was born in a dragon year, and it's just like a dragon. She embodied that strength, that determination, and just like what she said, this year she go from the club level to straight to the district level. And can you believe it? Just the first time, and she had already won as the first runner-up of the international speech contest. And everyone, do you know her name? If you know her name, can you please type in the chat and welcome her on the stage? That is, yes, our Toastmaster Huyền. Yeah, welcome Toastmaster Huyền on the stage. And the next one is a friend that I have known for like around 3 years. She first started in Hot Kumyo Toastmaster Club looking quite shy, but with a very big desire to show herself. And I couldn't be more proud to see her stepping from one club to now maybe she had more 7 clubs at the same time. No, who knows? But this Toastmaster is very special because she always have a very cheerful and the brightest smile that warm the room. And everyone, if you are listening to her, you will feel that incredible energy just radiate into you. That is why we will welcome, who's that? Yes, Toastmaster Lee Twinkie. Yes, let's welcome Toastmaster Lee Twinkie on the screen as well. Yes. This year, Toastmaster Lee Twinkie joined in the international speech contest and the online speech contest and the evaluation contest, and she nailed it to the division level. That is just incredible. So we have 2 exceptional, beautiful, gorgeous lady on the screen, but the word shouldn't be enough if we don't have a man, right? So now next, I'm going to introduce to you a Toastmaster who just joined in our club, but he has wowed us with the amazing talent he has as a speaker. And you know what? This is his first year joining the speech contest too. So he joined in the table topic speech and he won as the third place, which is like incredible for someone who just joined. So now let's me welcome on the stage. Who's that? Toastmaster Golden. Yes. Let's welcome Toastmaster Golden on the stage. Yes, yes. So we have our 3 speakers today. And yeah, so all on the screen. All right, everyone. First of all, I would like to invite each of you to introduce a bit about yourself and your journey to Toastmaster so far, just like in 1 to 2 minutes, okay? A table topics. So let me invite Toastmaster Lee Twinkie to start first.
I used to be a scaredy cat in a family. You may surprise, but in my childhood, I never dared to speak with anyone or make friends with anyone. I'm so scared in front of the people. But now you can see I'm maybe a little bit different. I'm pretty friendly with others and really open with any conversation, right? And I have to say, Toastmaster changed me a lot. Not only my personality, that's all of the way I work and study and connect with others. So I'm so grateful for Toastmaster who give me a chance to know wonderful people around Vietnam and over Vietnam. I can learn so much from them, and I'm so appreciate and so grateful for this chance to connect with like-minded people. I bet you that nowhere in the world you can find that amazing people in one place. It's only Toastmaster. So yeah, I'm so grateful for this opportunity. So throughout the journey, I joined some contests and I joined a lot of meetings. And I realized that every time I go to the contest, I know myself better. And I believe you also too. Once again, today I'm very happy to have a chance to share with you something I learned and something that is important. I hope you will enjoy the meeting today. Pay attention and hope you have the great moment. Right? So thank you.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Lee Twinkie, from a very great PR marketing speech for Toastmaster. I really enjoy that. You should be the model of Toastmaster, no wonder. And next, please let me welcome Toastmaster Huyên to introduce about herself and her journey to Toastmaster. Please, Toastmaster Huyên.
Can you hear me well? Toastmaster Quỳnh Anh, thanks for sharing my real age. I just turned 25. You know, if if you're good at math, you know that dragon year and dragon lady. She born. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Toastmaster changed me a lot. I was joining Toastmaster meeting in back in 2019 for the first time. Before that, I was crafting my speech for the very big stage. At that time, I was a salesman. I selling, like factory for some of the investor. So I wanted to make him a big impress, with them on the stage. But the trouble was that I spent 4 weeks before that day just living, in fear. And then I was searching on internet how to make 60-second, on the stage, become a impressive speech. I did it. After that, like from the person who always gave the business card and waiting for people to accept my invitation, I became the person. I remember that day, 7 out of 10 of the leader from that business association came to me and gave the business card to me. So I know how impactful of the speech could make. But I wonder if I spend 4 weeks before, the big day, just crafting one speech, so maybe the boss will, kick me out of the company. So that's the reason why I search on the internet to learn for the first time about Toastmaster, and I knew about Saigon Toastmaster. Since then, of course, I'm still being very nervous on the stage. Yeah, still struggling to arrange my words, but it's make it faster. And the more I practice, the more that I feel comfortable to express my thought. And I believe that. And another thing, um, I learned from people in Toastmaster. Um, I saw, like my fellow Toastmaster who's 70 plus years old, traveling, from other country to Vietnam, and I see their sheep spirit. Maybe some of them like was a member in Toastmaster before I was born. So I felt that wow, yeah, they are a great example, living example for us. So that's why Toastmaster, was a part of my young, uh, my youth, and still, yeah, I'm still young. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Of course, Toastmaster To Huyền, you are still young. Of course, we are the same
Just
age,
25. Yeah,
Just
just 25.
25, no doubt, no doubt. We are all the same age. Yeah. Yeah, Toastmaster Huyền journey to Toastmaster may be very similar to you who are sitting here. We come to Toastmaster first to see a place to improve our speaking skills, which help with our work. But in the end, we find a place that we have true friends and just like a place that our heart is nurtured. So Toastmaster becomes something that's much meaningful. And we're going to hear a lot more about Toastmaster Huyền journey in just a few minutes. Before that, we will go to our last panelist that is Toastmaster Golden. Hi, welcome, Toastmaster Golden. Please introduce about yourself.
Hello, thank you for having me. Apparently, I'm the. Can you hear me well though?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
super.
Let's see. Okay, good. Well, apparently, I'm the oldest one on the panel today. I'm 32, soon turn 33 years old. So you're all like 20, 25. Um, but my journey with Toastmasters started officially last year, November. Well, I told you guys about my journey with Toastmaster in my icebreaker speech in the club. But basically, at the time, I was kind of messed up with my work, like overworked, and kind of was going a bit crazy. Um, so yeah, that's why I decided to join Toastmaster, because it is something have always been I have always loved doing, listening to great speakers and be inspired by them and learn from them. And I myself enjoy standing in front of or speaking in front of an audience. And so it's my way to maintain my sanity by doing something I love and just keep it nourished and keep getting better at it. And so over the past 8 months. At first, I think I didn't win anything in my club, Hanoi Explorers Toastmaster, for the first, I think, 2 or 3 months. The first time I ever won something, it was an evaluation speech when David, actually, that was when David visited our club. That was the first time I ever won something in Hanoi Explorers Toastmaster. And, and so uh, being in Toastmaster Club, it has taught me a lot about being serious in your learning. It's not enough to enjoy doing it. It's not enough to feel comfortable and confident in front of an audience. You have to be a serious student, and this is going to be a theme that I'm going to share more in later in our panel discussion. Um, yeah, and being a serious student helped me win things. I won the third place in both table topic and evaluation contests in the district. But what was even more valuable to me in the district contest was the opportunity to watch other contestants and actually learn from them. I learned a lot from them, and also from the world champion. You all know who Danan Yaya Heti Arachi. Well, quite a long name, but I'll teach you how to say his name correctly. Yeah, it's something that took me some time to learn. But thank you all very much. This is only, well, the beginning of my journey this year at sea level, and let's hope we have a fruitful discussion in the panel later on. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Golden. It's just the start of your journey, but you're starting very strong. And as Toastmaster Golden said, our three speakers today, maybe their Toastmaster journey is a bit different in terms of length and in the clubs that they join to. But the same thing that they have is that they have all become the champions of public speaking in the division and a district contest. And if you don't know about the Toastmaster speech contest, every year Toastmaster International will organize speech contests that range from the club level all the way to district, which will have many different countries, all the way to world level, which is like a globe. Yeah, so we have like more than 2,000 Toastmaster club in the world. Wow, our community is so big, right, everyone? And this is like an amazing opportunity for you to fast track your skills by learning many public speaking tips and be able to come to a stage and deliver it in an audience that is like 5 times, 10 times larger than your normal club. And our three speakers today not only benefit from that journey of joining the contest, but they are also participants in the district conference in which they have witnessed a former world champion of public speaking, that is Toastmaster Danayaya Haitarachi, the 2015 world champion of public speaking, and as well as other exceptional and incredible Toastmaster who shared their lesson at the panel at the conference. And that is why, even though I didn't attend the conference, but I'm so eager to learn from what happened there, that may help me in my own Toastmaster journey. That is why we have this panel discussion. And to our very first questions of today, the panel is, we have three speakers. So I would like to ask them about what is just the most inspiring lesson that you learned from the world champion of public speaking and other speaker or contestant at the conference that you joined. What is the lesson that you've learned that makes such a significant impact on your perspective? And for this first question, I would like to invite Toastmaster Huyền first. Open your mic, please, Toastmaster Huyền.
How many minutes do we have? TLD?
Please limit it up to 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. So the most inspiring lesson that I learned from Danayaya is practice in a champion environment. Okay, let me tell you the story. Do you know about the story between a mouse and a tiger? Okay. His sharing reminds me of that old story. Once a little mouse wished to become fearless. So it wished to become a tiger. And poof, the wish came true. Now it looked like a tiger, walk like a tiger, even roar like a tiger. But when it saw a tiger, you guess what did he do? It ran. It ran. Why? Because outside it was a tiger, but inside it was still a mouse. And that's what happened to him, Danayaya, the world champion speaker. It took him 10 years to make it to the semifinals. He said that in America. But when he stood on that global stage, he froze. He couldn't speak. Even he practiced his speech, thousands times. Not because of he lacks the skill, but because deep inside he wasn't ready to own that stage. And the lesson that I learned from that is you have to practice in champion environment. You have to become it to deserve it. So you can't just look like a champion. You must train like one under pressure in the big league. So he shared that after that, the year 11, he always arranged 2 weeks before the contest in America to really speaking with 2 American audience. Thanks to his pastor, he's speaking in front of the church, like inspire them and get the vibe, the environment. Yeah. To me, I was a mouse when yeah, that's true. I was a mouse when I joining the contest in Hanoi last month, because I thought that okay, I was done with the contest. I have no motivation to become a champion because my ability was not really competent to the other competitor. Yeah. But what I see is that sometime um the another side, but I decided to still join the contest. And there's another lesson. Sometime maybe you are the tiger, from another perspective. You are the tiger and you have potential, but sometimes you stay stuck in the cage. You stay, stuck with the outlook of the mouse, playing small, speaking small, selling small, because the environment we in make us doubt in our power. Let's say, for example, so here what I learned, another lesson: don't let small room shrink your vision. If you have a global, view, bring it to global stage. Yeah. For example, if you are join the first club, let's say I'm from Saigon Toastmaster, but then there's why don't you upgrade yourself to join a C-level? The very first advanced club in Vietnam to practice with like-minded people. Here we have a lot of, champion, club level champions, right? And then people can, yeah, you upgrade yourself. Yeah. So practice in a champion environment. And if you believe that you're a tiger, play big. Thank you.
Wow, 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 Toastmaster Huyền. Maybe that is the reason why she dressed as a tiger today with the stripes, everything has its intention. Toastmaster Huyền is the tiger. I learned that, okay, in order to become an exceptional public speaker or a champion, you have not just like an outside, you are confident, you have to train from your inside. And like in the environment of sea level, we are so blessed because we have many great speakers who dare to jump into speeches, contests, and different scenarios just to test their limit. It's like real, like, and I'm really thankful for Toastmaster Huyền for the sharing with us all that stories. And how about you, Toastmaster Lee? What is the most inspiring lesson that you have learned from all the people and the champions at the conference?
May I will be the last.
Oh, you would like to be the last. Okay, so man first, Toastmaster Golden.
Well, I didn't know we can choose your but yes, anyway, I wrote down a lot.
And you mute yourself.
Oh, right. Can you hear me now? I was just saying I wrote down a lot after that meeting with Dan and Yaya. Oh, and I forgot to, yeah, I forget. I promised to teach you how to pronounce his name. So it's Danan and then Yaya. And the last name is Hedi. Yeah, Hedi
Rachi.
Arachi. So
Yeah.
yeah, put it together. Danan Yaya, Hedi Arachi. So after the meeting with him, I went home the next day and I wrote down a lot, like 10 pages. But just now I couldn't locate where those pages are. So I lost them all, I guess. So the lesson, well, extra lesson, after you have written down things, maybe take pictures of them, or type in some note app, Evernote, Simple Note, whatever. But if you ask me one single lesson, it would be this. So that day on the contest day, I live in Hanoi, right? So I had to get to the contest venue, but on contest day I woke up late. Yeah, I had been planning to wake up like 6 o'clock, but I woke up like 7 a.m. and I live about 15 kilometers from the contest venue. So what do you guess would be my first reaction? Well, just like an average person, I blamed my wife. Like, hey, when didn't you wake me up? Come on. I was really angry and, even like snapped the table. I was angry for half a minute. But then I thought, okay, well, this is on me. So I regained my composure, kissed my wife, kissed my sons goodbye. Okay, I'll figure out. I call a taxi. Okay, I'm not going with motorbike anyway. But I mean, that day didn't start very well for me, and yeah, there's something to that later on. So I went third place, okay, with some trick and preparation, like mental trick to push myself. I wasn't feeling well, but anyway, and I didn't feel good about the contest at all. Even if I became the champion, I wouldn't get any money, right? So I mean, money is what I care about. It's what my wife cares about. So, but the real values came from the meeting with Dan and Yaya. Two questions, like the most important lesson for me comes from two questions he asked all of us. One question at the beginning, like amongst you, who wants to be the world champion in public speaking? I think one or two raised the hand. Um, but then he slammed all of us like, yeah, you were all amateurs. Yeah, none of you was serious about becoming the champion. The question is why? Okay, question is why? And he said, because none of you brought your own microphone today to the contest, right? I mean, the lesson here is that you have to own it, right? You have to do everything within your power to prepare all you can, even stretch your power a little bit to make sure that nothing goes wrong. Um, but that's not it. There's another question at the end. Do you want to become a champion speaker, or do you want to become a champion person? It's not about the title or the trophy, it's about class. It's about the person you are day in, week out. It's not just a preparation like 1 or 2 weeks running up to the competition and you push yourself. Yeah, sometimes you can do that, but at world stage and in life, you cannot always bullshit your way into championship or into success. And so, well, that he says that like you have to be a champion in everyday life activities, in everything you do, how you brush your teeth, how you put on your clothes, how you remember to set up your alarm the night before and check the volume. I did not check the volume. That's the thing. But it's on me. I was not being a champion person that day. My first reaction was to blame my wife. And yeah, I didn't prepare well the night before. So that was on me. But what Danan shared really, I mean, touched me very deeply in that moment. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I don't have to win every time, but I think I can start by becoming a champion person every day in everything I do. Do it with all your heart and mind in everything you do, because yeah, that's how champion acts. And if you want to be a champion, you can start doing it today, even in your club performance. You can start giving it your best. So that would be my biggest takeaway from the contest. Be a champion person and show your class in everyday act. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Toastmaster Golden. Maybe that's the reason why I see Toastmaster Huyền and Golden has their own microphone ready. You have to take that lesson and you have to apply it immediately. Lee is on the way to purchase a new microphone for herself too. And I just used 60,000. I'm not ready to be the world champion yet. But that is a beautiful lesson. I feel like it touched in many level. Yeah, be the champion speaker, but first start as a champion person. That's really touching. And now, Lee, why would you like to be the final one?
Because I bring to you something special. Yes. Yeah. Our club's name C level. So my sharing will start with letter C. And
Oh.
two C, not only one. Yes. And it is a billionaire lesson. I think you should note it down. Ready for something to note it down. Start with letter C. Ready? That is connect before content. Connect before content. Let me tell you why. Have you ever listened to a speaker speak very smoothly, all the right words, but you didn't understand, you didn't feel anything? Did you have that feeling? You listen to the speaker say all the right words so smoothly, but you don't feel anything. That's exactly my feeling at the beginning of the Toastmasters journey. I didn't feel, I didn't understand. I feel lonely. And then another speaker, imagine another speaker walk on the stage, smile, look into you, and said, I used to be terrified at speaking. My hand shook, my voice cracked. But here I am today. And suddenly we are paying attention. Yeah, that is connect before content. I think before we give the people the message, give them a reason to listen to us, to connect with us. I think make the audience just feel like you understand me. You are just like me and you care about me. You care about the audience. You just look like the audience or you understand the audience well. Very important. Because when the audience feel connected to you, they will want to hear whatever you say next. Even if you say about random thing in life, the audience ready to listen because they feel connected. So it's a very funny thing to imagine. If you think of your speech, it's like a gift. It's a present. Give me a moment. Like this. I prepare a gift. I prepare a gift. Yeah. Very funny. Right. Like imagine your speech is look like a gift, and connection is like the wrapping paper. The wrapping paper that make the audience want to open. So no matter how amazing your message is, if you don't connect first, people may never want to unwrap the present. Yeah. So I think final thing, don't rush into the message too fast. Slow down, breathe, and smile. Make the audience feel like they are a part of something important, something special. Because I think the truth is people won't care much about your message until they feel you care about them. You care about the audience. Connect before content. That is my secret I would love to share with you today. Thank you. Back to Quỳnh Anh.
Beautiful, beautiful, Toastmaster Lee. Everyone, isn't it amazing? From our three speakers, we can see three very different perspectives from just the same conference. This level of understanding and acceptance of the lesson, it reflects a lot on, because there would be many things that you can see from the conference, but there's just something that you would take for yourself, and it reflects a lot about your perspective in life too. So then for the next question, I would like to ask for our panel speakers today is, how has this contest preparation and the experience with the conference really transformed your ability and your perspective in public speaking? It's just like before you join in this speech contest and meet all these people, you are maybe a very different version, or just not very different, but something inside you has changed ever since. And we would like to know that. So from first, I would like to invite Toastmaster Golden. Let's start with the most handsome person here first.
Thank you. I think, well, two things. First, my preparation up to the contest. And secondly, what I learned from the contest day, because I didn't really go to the conference. I was preoccupied with something that Saturday, so I was only there on Sunday at the contest and the coffee chat with the champion, Danan. So one thing I learned from this contest is that I think preparation pays off. And even for contests like table topic or evaluation, well, obviously for international speech, I mean, you can prepare it down to the letter, but even for table topic and evaluation, you can always prepare, the structure of your answer and stop phrases, even, to fall on. And but most importantly is the mental game, psychology in competition. It plays a really big part in my performance at all three levels: area, division, and district. I think mental game, mental toughness is something that I highly value it. If you're prepared for any contest, prepare your mental game, the self-talk. What you're going to do to talk, like what are you going to tell yourself during the contest, before you're going on the stage, right? And some techniques, breathing techniques to calm yourself and center yourself. And the second thing is like what changed me from that conversation with Danand. Another thing is the importance of narrative, the importance of story. Before that, stories to me, they are just like tool for me to impress people, to get people to like say, "Wow, okay, this guy is good. Okay, wow, I learned something valuable from you today." But after the meeting with Danand, I realized that the story we tell actually impact us ourselves. The story you tell to the world actually shape you, even in the unconscious or subconscious level. So you have to be very careful about the story that you tell the world. Like really be honest in your intention and sincere in the content. And one kind of story that is really important is story about yourself, about moments when you were vulnerable, moments when you were failing and really at the lowest point in your life. These are the kind of stories that you are always afraid to tell people, um, but people would love you for that. Um, and so my final message would be this: even if you are a modest person, you are a person who doesn't want to talk about yourself or your accomplishment or your failures, you have to learn to do it, because if you don't tell the world stories about yourself, people will create stories about you to, talk about you. So you got to shape people's perception of you by telling your own stories. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Golden. I can really feel that this experience changed you from inside out. Preparation pays off. And of course, you have now the sense of responsibility about the things that you share as a speaker to the world. That's really meaningful. How about you, Toastmaster Huynh? What has this experience changed you? Your mic again.
Um, Actually, I like to give a different perspective with Toastmaster Golden, but I feel that I am his male, I mean, version, because I had the same feel, thought like him, yeah. Um, to be honest, I already shared with you that I came with this contest with the mouse mindset. I wanted to play safe. Really, I think, yeah, that contest, I have to, it was not my priority. I had a busy life. I got a trouble, with my career at that time. I just moved to the new city. I had many things to do. And what if I win, what if I win the champion district? It made no difference. So I can play safe. And to be honest, 1 week before the contest, I didn't book the ticket. And don't you know that the world champion speaker like Dada Yaya has the same same action and same feeling? Yeah, as you know that he spoke our mind, because we are still, a learner in this journey. We came from not a perfect condition, right? Some of you, Golden, you're lucky because you're still, I think you still slept enough 8 hours. I didn't sleep at that night, the night before the contest. Not at all. Okay, I told you the truth. I wish that the organization team, it is my recommendation. Maybe they can, next time they could bring the world champion sharing 1 month before the contest. Hello, they brought him like the day before, and the coffee talk after that. I changed all my speech, to be honest, because he's sharing in the afternoon. Yeah, the day before. I felt that my speeches was trapped. I mean, so I changed. and and it took time. I mean, like until 1:30 a.m. I was with my speech, and that time you can imagine that your adrenaline level that high, and you couldn't sleep. So yes, again, um, what I learned is that like, oh, I'm a bit gossipy. Um, again, like that environment, you practice with those champion is it bring you from that not serious enough to reflect yourself, and you know that you're not there to not like how to say win the title. You there because you're not quick yourself quitting yourself. You still choose to show up to deal with um imperfect conditions. Yeah, like you're not having a good sleep. You were sleeping in small tiny hotel room. Maybe you're worried about your wallet, you know. Yeah, we all that condition, but no matter of that imperfection condition, you already chose to show up, chose to practice, and learn on the journey to become a champion person, not only the champion speaker in your own stage, not only the big stage, on the contest day. Thank you.
Wow, Toastmaster Huyền, this experience really transformed you into a real tiger. And I hope that Toastmaster Tuyền will push more of this spirit into our C-level members and Toastmaster community in Vietnam so that we see that this is not just a play, but be with the mindset of a champion and play it hard. Yes. And Lee, how has this experience changed you? More smiley person?
Okay. I would love to make a quick survey first. Like, I would love to ask everyone here if you guys ever join a contest of Toastmaster. Can you give me number 5 on the chat board, please? If you ever join any contest of Toastmaster, give me number 5. I need to do the survey. All right, I mean already. Anything? Oh, okay. David, Quỳnh Anh, Toastmaster Bill, Thuận Hiệp. Okay, a lot of you. Cool. Golden, of course. All right. What about anyone who didn't join any contest? Give me number 4. Can you? No, never join any contest of Toastmaster. Can you give number 4? Oh, okay. But you still here? That means you are curious and ready to learn something special. Right. Only Toastmaster Tuyền. Okay, right. Oh, so now I bring to you another secret. Another secret is also related to letter C because I'm in love with the name of our club. So I think anything related to letter C I can say to you. Right? So that is some transformation in me in the content preparation. Start with 3C. The first C is very simple. That is confident. That's all confident. I think each and every contact is exactly like a big mountain to me. It's a big mountain. But now I don't fear the mountain anymore. I just enjoy the climb. I think that I enjoy the climb and I enjoy the fall. I enjoy the hurt of the journey. But when I climb the mountain and many times, I'm not fear of them anymore. I turn into a more confident person. Yeah, because maybe I do that a couple of times, so I don't fear of that. And I think that every time we stand in front of the people and deliver speech, we are facing a very big fear. Not only audience, but ourselves. I believe that. So when we face that fears, when you pray enough to face that fear, you become more confident about you because you understand more about your strength and weaknesses. When you understand deeply about strength and weakness of you, you're more confident of yourself. Trust me. The first C. And the second is creativity. Yeah, I'm not a creative person in the past, but now I learn how to somehow tell a story, or you prop, or maybe interact with the audience in a more creative way. Yeah. Somehow tonight, I think I creative a little bit. Yeah, because the more I change the speech, the more creative I become. The more I do it, the more idea comes to me. So creativity is the one of the thing I gain on the preparation journey. And the last C, that the word I said to you before, connection. Right, that is connection. Actually, I learned that I stopped speaking in front of people, but I speaking with the people. I learned to listen to people. I listen to the audience. I listen to the feedback, and I connect with the audience more than before, more than before. And one more meaning of that connection is I have chance to connect more with the people, have the same passion after the contest. Someone, I don't know, but they message me and give me some feedback. Oh, that means make me so surprised. And I create more connection like before I join the contest. But after I join the contest, I have more connection in Toastmaster community. I'm so happy about that. It's bringing to me a lot of friends, and I'm so grateful about that. So trust me, join contest, and you will have more friends in community. So three things, three gifts for me, and that is I build my confidence, I become more creative, and I have more connection around Vietnam and beyond Vietnam. Yeah, it's something about me. Thank you. Bác sĩ Quỳnh Anh.
Beautiful, Toastmaster Lee, and I hope that after this sharing, you will have more and more connections coming to you. And thank you for making everything connected to see. That's great branding for us. She's such a great PR person, right? Very know her style. And thank you, our panel speakers, for summarizing all the lesson in such a concise and impressive way. Now it's a time for anyone in our audience who would like to have a questions to maybe any of our panel speakers today. Some points in the discussion that you feel interested, something that you want to explore more. This is the opportunity for you to raise the questions. So if you have, please feel free to open your mic or raise your hand so that you can put the question for our speakers here. This is like a very open and just club-friendly environment. So please don't be shy if you want to connect more. Yeah, and I see Toastmaster Bill is raising his hand. Please.
Hey there. Well, first of all, well done. What you have achieved is incredible. But I'm going to act as a devil's advocate today. And I want you to know that you are all accomplished speakers and that nothing I say should take away from your achievement. Now, this is where I have a bit of a rant, but a bit of a question. I do find that the competitions do favour dramatisation over the content. And I found that a lot of the world champion winning speeches are truly empty of content or of quality. And in my opinion, it's been a triumph of style over substance. Now, some of the most influential speakers I've heard this year would never come close to even winning a colour contest due to that favouring of style over substance. So do you have any thoughts on my observation, or do you disagree, and why?
Okay, I see Toastmaster Golden is very eager to answer. So please, Toastmaster Golden.
I agree with you. And the world champion of 2014, Dananyaya Hetiarachi, also agrees with you on that point. Because in one interview, Dana also said, like, he didn't mince words. He said unreservedly, like, many world championship winning speeches kind of, they are right technically, but yeah, they are, like you said, empty of content and just pure form and techniques. And so that is one thing. Yeah, you're right.
Thanks for that. I was expecting a pushback, but okay, I'm glad somebody agrees with my observation there.
Right. And just one more thing. There's a difference between winning the world championship and getting results with a real audience out there who, like, if you're really good, people would pay you to speak professionally, right?
Hmm.
And not all world champions make it as professional speakers.
Yeah,
we'll stop with that.
So that is like a great admission. We would even make the world champion of public speaking. We choose based on certain criteria. So thank you, Toastmaster Bill, for raising that up. Okay, and thank you. So is there any more question for our speakers today, aside from Toastmaster Bill? We have also Toastmaster David, who have joined in the conference as well, and Toastmaster Nguyệt, who is like in America. And yes, I see Toastmaster Hiệp. Please.
Before asking you a question, I could share my point of view first because it's my disclaimer for my question also. Because I always believe everything we call a skill has to manufacture to progress. The first is our talent, and the second thing is our dignity. So I believe that it's not everybody who's born to be the champion of public speaking or be a champion person or something like that. So I could say that public speaking was only suitable for some kind of people in terms of the pure talent, what we call the pure talent that they all have since they were born. So do you believe that living as a champion is only suitable for only small group of people?
Well, I think that this question is really suitable for Toastmaster Huyền. Would you like to answer that? Living as a champion, only suitable for certain people, because you mentioned that.
Okay. To me, even at that day, I left the contest. I felt that I'm not a world champion. I mean, a champion speaker. But after the contest, I felt that I was living and doing my life as a world champion person. You know the reason why? Because like what I see is that it's not about the stay, on the contest day. It's about your real life stage. As long as you chose to conquer, to face the challenge, to show up, even you're scared of, the let's say you set a goal and sometimes you feel that you couldn't reach the goal. You has a lot of fear, right? Yeah. As long as, and how to say, and at that day I chose to play as a tiger. I don't know here because like I learned so much from the contest, but apply into my real life. For example, during that day, I see, wow, yeah, I can play big. I am a tiger. In my real life, I started a new business, new career, conquering a new life in a new city. Yeah. And as long as I have a vision and I practice every day. Hello, I told myself I'm not a lazy person. I'm working hard. Yeah. I'm practicing, in Toastmaster and another thing. So I'm living my real life. I'm performing on my stage in real life. That's a spirit of world champion person. And yes, you're right. You're right. Like, sometimes it's born with talent. I think it's more with you know, the belief, that in what you want to do in life.
Yeah. So I understand from Toastmaster Huyên is that we will take from the world champion for public speaking, but like it's not about a title, it's about the things that you learn, and every one of us can be the champion person, which means that we have the mindset to conquer the things that we want. We have the mindset and ability to just like live as a champion. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a title that you want, but the spirit that you adopt for yourself. And I can clearly see that is incarnated in Toastmaster Huyên, Toastmaster Lee, and Toastmaster Golden, and even Toastmaster Hiệp. Everyone from all the experience that you have with Toastmaster and everyone that you learn from. Thank you, Toastmaster Hiệp, for a very great questions. And thank you, our panel speakers, for sharing with us all the amazing stories from the conference and the Toastmaster speech contest. It really changed me personally when I hear that I will start to be a champion person for my life starting today too, and at this moment. And now we are going to start with the second half of our meeting. And can everyone give me give our speakers a big clap of applause? Thank you so much for your sharing. Now we will go to our second part of the meeting, which is prepare speech. And for our next session, we are going to have two exceptional speakers. That is Toastmaster Tuyên and Toastmaster Trúc, who prepared two speeches for us today. So the first one would be Toastmaster Tuyên. But before we go into the session, I would like to invite Toastmaster Bill to share about the timing rule for our speakers. Please, Toastmaster Bill.
Oh, I didn't know I was the timer, but that's okay. I believe with prepared speeches, the time limit is 7 minutes 30. The green light will come on 5 minutes. Yellow light will come at 6 minutes, and red light will come at 7. And disqualification will usually occur at 7 minutes 30. And take it from me, from having gone into a contest, I have been disqualified for speaking over 7 minutes 30. So yes, depending on I guess with the evaluator, depending on the project that the speaker is on, the timing may change, but generally it is 7 minutes 30 limit. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bill. For Toastmaster Tuyên today, she will have the Pathway Presentation Mastery Level 1.3, Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. And the purpose is for her to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance the speech. And Toastmaster Tuyên's evaluator will be Toastmaster Hương Lee. For now, please help me welcome on the stage Toastmaster Tuyên Nguyễn with the speech title, Two Gifts, Two Leaders. Two Gifts, Two Leaders, Toastmaster Tuyên. Please open your mic.
I start now, right? I have a chance to work with the two bosses. Each of them give me a gift. One give me a book. The other give me a multi-cake. At first, the gift look unrelated, but I realized they reflect their opposite leadership style and taught me important lessons. Now, let me start with the Miss A, who gave me the book. She's 55 years old, and she is a mix of logic and art person. She's studying physics, but she built a career in finance, and she also loves the arts. She has a strong emotion. She's so fast and so quick. She have a special hobby. She loves challenging everyone. When she give me a task, she doesn't tell me exactly how I do. Instead, she give me a book to read, a keyword to explore, and a hard questions. She expect me to figure it out and then come back with my answer and my solution. At the first time, it was hard for me. I did some tasks 10, even 20 times. You know, and then she give me a fast feedback and I adjust based on her feedback. There was some moment I cried in a restroom because of the pressure, because of her strong emotion. But gradually, I learned to be resilient and stay calm. I am graduate for that a lot. And now I want to move from the book to the multi-K. Miss B, who gave me a multi-K, she have a opposite leadership style. I work with her mostly online because she lives in Australia. When she visited to Vietnam, she gave me a multi-K, and that is how she lead me, supportive and kind. She have a strong empathy, but what I feel most is her care. When she give me a task, she explain me clearly, objectively, and she guide me step by step. And importantly, she asked me for my view. I feel empowered because she encouraged me and support me. True boss, one line a book, one line a multi-K. They're so different, but I learned so much and grow stronger in a way I don't expect. So today I want to share with you 3 things I learned when I work with different leaders. I hope it's useful for you if you work with a different leadership style. First, I learned to always keep learning spirit. Ever leaders, no matter how different, always teach you something. Second, I discovered the value of having role mindsets. Instead of changing my boss, I change how I work, how I think, and how I rule. And lastly, I learned not to compare. When I start to comparing their leadership style, I feel less disappointment and feel anxiety. I feel happy because accept and respect their different. That's also easy for me to work well with them. That is three things I learned from I work with a different leadership. So if you ask me, I refer to work with a different with the boss who give me a book or the boss who give me a mochi cake. I answer immediately. I appreciate for both because they give me many lessons and give me room for growth. And from them, I shape the leader I want to choose in the future. Be the champions person in all the stages. Thank you. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Tuyền, for a very wonderful speech about how we can adapt with different leadership style. It is not always in our hand that we can control who will become our boss. We can always change our perspective so that we can have the best of whoever is leading us. And that is such a great speech from Toastmaster Tuyền. She has grown so much. And for our second speaker, that will be Toastmaster Trúc Lê. Toastmaster Trúc just joined in C-Level Toastmaster Club for around 2 months, and I believe that this is the very first time that she will have the speech with our club. And for Toastmaster Trúc, she will also be with the Power of Presentation Mastery, level 1.3, Introduction to Vocal Writing and Body Language. And for Toastmaster Trúc Lê, the evaluator for Toastmaster Trúc will be Toastmaster Golden. Yeah. So Toastmaster Trúc Lê, are you ready with your speech? Okay, sorry, in the agenda we haven't updated for the name of your speech. Can you remind me again, Laura?
Overcome the comfort, John.
Yes.
Why not?
Yes, overcome your discomfort. Why not? Okay, for Toastmaster Trúc Lê, overcome your discomfort. Why not? Overcome your discomfort. Why not? Toastmaster Trúc Lê.
A few years ago, I was just like many people, living in a safe, predictable space. I had dreams, yes, but I didn't have experience. I wasn't sure if I could really do anything big. But one day, something inside me said, why not try? And that's where my journey began. I had always loved writing, but I never thought I could become an author. I didn't go to school for writing. I didn't have any professional background, but I had a story in my head, and I knew it deserved to be told. So I took the first scary step. I started writing my first book. But it wasn't easy. I doubted myself a lot. I worried, what if no one reads my book? What if it's so terrible? But I kept going. I wrote a little each day, learning as I went. And finally, after months of effort, I finished my first book. Then something amazing happened. I wrote a second one. That was the moment I realized that you don't need to be perfect to start. You just need to start. And the story didn't end there. At the same time, I took another leap. I became a teacher, teaching English and literature. Again, I had no formal teaching experience. I had never stood in front of a class. I wasn't sure if I could explain things clearly or inspire students. But I knew I love these subjects and I believe I could make a difference. The first term I walked into a classroom, I was nervous. But after the first few lessons, something changed. I began to feel confident, and my students responded with curiosity, respect, and even excitement. I started to realize experience comes from doing, not from waiting. Now I look back and smile. I'm happy with what I chose, what I did for my career path. I did not just someone who dreams, I'm someone who acts. I'm an author, I'm a teacher, a lecturer at a college. Not because waited for the perfect time or perfect knowledge, but because I believe in trying. And more importantly, I believe that discomfort is the doorway to growth. So, if you are listening to this and you are stuck in your comfort zone, I have one question for you. Why not? Why not try that thing you have been afraid to do? Why not take one small step today? Why you don't need to be ready. You just need to be willing. Remember, your comfort zone is beautiful, but nothing ever grows there. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to become great. So step out, take the risk, and create your version of yourself you always dreamed of. Why not? Okay, and this is my achievements during the time I decided to become an author. And I'm very proud of myself because I already stepped out the comfort zone. And when I stepped out my comfort zone, I can do many great things that I cannot believe that I can do this. So just do it and try your best to step out your comfort. So, and you will be succeed. So, and thank you for your listening. And back to Theory.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chukle. What a great speech with a lot of phenomenal messages. I feel like I could write many books from just listening to your speech and all of the message that you just shared. It reminds me of a lesson that I've learned from a distinguished Toastmaster from Thailand too. Do it when you are not ready. Or like Toastmaster Huyền just shared today, maybe when you do it, you see that you actually are ready, right? Because in our mind, we just think that we are not ready. Thank you, Toastmaster Chukle again. everyone. So now let's go to our timer, Toastmaster Bill Chen, to report on also the RM and the timing that our two speakers has taken. Please, Toastmaster Bill.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster. Once again, I have shown as a male why I cannot multitask. I'm going to say that actually, with the caliber of speakers today, I barely heard an and R. I was trying to look out for it, but then when I was voluntold to become a timer, I kind of lost focus on the R's and arms. But the speeches today were of exceptional quality, and the quality of our championship winning speakers is so high that I could not hear an and R. And my tip for anybody who goes through ums and ahs is to use the 3-second pause. 3-second pause is just one of the most powerful tools you can have in your arsenal, which is 3-second pause. Gives you all the time you need, and I've just done a 3-second pause, and it's barely noticeable by the audience. Again, our two prepared speeches, really well done. No disqualification. Dwayne, well done for keeping it at 7 minutes and 25 seconds, and Took Lee at 6 minutes, 27 seconds, well within time. So take it from somebody who's been disqualified from a competition. You've done really, really well. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bill. Well, you're not alone. I'm always someone who's like disqualified out of evaluation multiple topics because I'm over time too. So I'm really glad that our two speakers are in time. Please find in the chat our link to vote for your favorite speaker because we would like to have an encouragement for our speaker today. Of course, there's no best, but there's someone who will send a message that may touch your heart. So we appreciate if you can touch on the link and choose for your favorite speaker. Hello, Toastmaster Tiet. Really great to see you now. Yeah, we just finished the prepared speech, but you still have the evaluation to witness. I will leave everyone around 30 seconds in order to fill in the form. And when you finish, please help to type number 1 in the chat so that I can see that you finished. I have 3 votes already, and now it's 5. Okay. Very good. Okay, I see a lot of 1. What is Juan, Bill?
It's
Zon.
one.
Zon.
Juan?
Juan is mean everything is done.
One.
Ah, oh,
Thanks. Everything is done. It mean Juan.
I don't
So
understand.
when we playing games, like the game is over, and we often chat to all the opponents like Juan.
Okay, I learn
Everything is
something new
done.
every day. I learn something new every day. Fine.
This is why you should take up salsa dancing.
Zon.
Thank
In
you.
Vietnamese, we also have a slang about this. Like we mimic it into Zon.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you.
Zon. Everything is done.
I think that we have enough voting for now. Thank you everyone for your votes. Right, next, let's go to our evaluation part. For our 3 phenomenal speakers, we also have 2 very experienced Toastmaster will be the evaluator for today. First, please let me welcome on the stage Toastmaster Hương Ly to evaluate for Toastmaster Tuyen's speech. And before that, let's welcome again Toastmaster Bill to share a bit about the timing rule.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster. So with the evaluation for the prepared speech, the time is 2 minutes minimum, 2 minutes at green, 2 minutes 30 at yellow, and the time limit is 3 minutes at red, after which we will ring the bell or we will clap you off the stage. So back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bill. So please pay attention to the evaluation part. I'm talking about you, Lee, especially you. Right, let's welcome Toastmaster Lee, the evaluator for Toastmaster Tuyen.
To give. Anyone, no one to receive gift. Every one of us love, receive, give, right? And at the very beginning, Toastmaster Tuyền make me very curious about sharing some very delicious, yummy gift on the presentation. Right. And now let's explore what make her speech can shine and how he can make even more impactful next time. So first, I see that Toastmaster Tuyền show the great confidence and high energy from beginning. She stand up very tall, look ready, and instantly look at the camera. It's like instantly connect to the audience through her eye, through the way she stand. This kind of a present, I think, it make a big difference because not much the people on the virtual Zoom say said or state like that. And I love the way Toastmasters begin to use the body language effectively, especially the hand gesture. She begin the importance of the hand and start using the hand, and it make the speech really lively and engaging. Okay, and one of very strong highlight of her speech that is the way she used the prop, the two meaningful gift from two different leaders. This was very thoughtful and visual storytelling too. It gives us something to see, to remember, and maybe to connect with the audience more with the real object. Prop, when we use that purpose, is always create impact, and Toastmasters use them very well today. All right, and to make her speak even more impactful, here's two key areas she can work on. First is about vocal variety. Right now, I see that her voice is clear and pleasant, and it can even more impactful by adding more emphasis on some key phrase. For example, I see Toastmaster Tuyền gave us some very important lesson, like the value of growth mindset, or learn not to compare, or be the champion in all stage. I wish that Toastmaster Tuyền can emphasize more on some key phrase, or make a stop between some keyword, like the value of growth mindset, or learn not to compare, something like that, or be the champions in all stages, something like that. Make the key phrase stronger, more powerful, because that is a lesson. I hope that she can make it more and more and more louder and stronger with more energy. And yeah, and use some strategic pause. Yeah, before and after sharing the key insight. For example, when talk about the lesson learned, Toastmaster Tuyền can stop a little bit, slow down a little bit. I see Toastmaster Tuyền do it pretty fast when share the lesson. Make it slower and slow down the message and let the audience curious a little bit before we share it. All right, and the next improvement point that is, I see Toastmaster Tuyền already use some hand gesture, which is fantastic, and it's going to be more meaningful, and it's going to be more meaningful when in some key lesson. For example, let's talk about the value of growth mindset. You can use both hands raised up like this to show the growth, like the value of growth mindset, something like that, or learn not to compare. Put the hand opposite in direction to show the contrast, something like that. Or for the champion, she can learn how to stand like champion. Right. So this more small body language or gesture can transform the speech, maybe more truly memorable. Okay, so because today the purpose will focus to for vocal variety and body language, so I focus more on to that point. But in overall, today Toastmaster Tuyền really, I think she make a great progress from the past until now. I see a big difference of her. She knows how to use the prop pretty well, and her have did use the body language, and how to improve that for better. Focus more on vocal variety, especially before the important lesson, before the keyword. Emphasize that stronger, add meaningful pause pause and stop.
Thank you so much for the most comprehensive evaluation in the history of speech making.
Sorry. All right.
Thank you so much. I am so sorry about the interruption.
Okay. Lovely Lee. She forsake the time because she wants to give a lot of suggestion and feedback for Toastmaster students' growth. Thank you, Toastmaster Lee. I see Toastmaster Bill was like dancing, jumping, and then changing the screen, and then he has to voice out for you, Toastmaster Bill. Okay, so next let's go to Toastmaster Golden and for the evaluation of Toastmaster Trúc Lê. Please, Toastmaster Golden.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Toastmaster Trúc Lê today made a great speech with clear takeaway message, supported by her 2 stories about how she became a writer and how she took a leap of faith and became a teacher. And that really resonates with me and inspires me because I myself also believe I have some books in me to be written. So you have inspired me to keep pursuing my dream, and you did it by the very coherent structure of 2 stories supporting a key message, and that is what we want to do in our speech at Toastmaster. The second thing that Toastmaster Trúc did very well was her vocal, I would say, articulation. She worked, she really paid attention to articulate and pronounce words clearly so that all of us can follow and understand her. And that is what you want to do most of the time, but more on that later. Also, she had some props, her books to show us, and very lively hand gestures. So I would say that is a strength that I would like Toastmaster Trúc to keep doing in her future speeches. And now a bit more on how she can do even better in her future speeches to inspire more people to take the leap of faith and just start. First, I would say more about the story. I would like to see more struggle in her stories. It kind of was kind of very easy for her. Okay, I decided to do it despite feeling afraid, and then it worked out perfectly for me. Okay, that's a bit too easy. We would like to see more struggle in your story. That is the meat of the story, and that would help you relate better with the audience. About vocal variety, I would like you to maybe watch the video recording of yourself today, right? And see if you could change the pace, the speed, how fast you speak at some point, because your speed is a bit same rate for me, and it can feel a bit monotonous at some point. But overall, great speech. 2 stories supporting 1 core message. Just start, don't wait, and good use of hand gestures. And if you could watch your speech today again and see where you can maybe speed up a bit, where you can slow down a bit, just mix it up a bit and add more struggle to your story. And then, so I believe you will have a much higher probability of inspiring more and more people becoming a writer or a teacher like you. Thank you. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Golden. And that concludes our evaluation part. Allow me to tune in to Toastmaster Bill for the report of the R and the timing.
Thank you so much. And once again, never assign a male to do multitasking. With the R's, in fairness, it's been very hard to hear any R's in our evaluators, and they were exceptional evaluators. First of all, I would like to say I am so sorry, Miss Lee. It was a very good evaluation, but it just went really over time. If you do go to my face-to-face club, you will realize that my president is very strict about timing. She will get up on stage and clap you off if you go over time by even 1 second. So it's a habit that I've developed as well. But otherwise, Lee Twinkie, sorry, disqualification at 5 minutes, 14 seconds. And Golden, just within disqualification time of 3 minutes and 16 seconds. So well done there. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bill. Well, I must correct you. It's not that Lee is sorry because she has an intention in going overtime. She wants to give more to Toastmaster Tuyền. And second, she wants to save our time for not having to vote for the favorite evaluator. Yay! Thank you, Lee. You talk so much about us. Yeah, you sacrifice yourself. Okay, and that concludes our evaluation part. Now, let's go to our final sessions of the meeting, which is the report and also the award announcement. For the report part, we have two rows who have been listening attentively to the meeting, and now is the time for them to share with us about their observations. First, let me welcome on the stage a Toastmaster who just joined us recently, but she has a lot of capability inside of her, and I really wish to see her grow more in the journey of C-level. Let's welcome our listener, Toastmaster Nguyệt Chu. Big round of applause for Toastmaster Nguyệt Chu. For the first time, she is being the listener. Toastmaster Nguyệt, can you open your mic? Okay, so Toastmaster Nguyệt will have around 1 minute in order to open her mic. It's okay. A listener role is always a challenging one. Sometimes you are too into the role that you listen, so your mic is like off. It's kind of confusing too, right? When you are like speaking online, there's a lot of things that you have to prepare. Your microphone, your camera, everything just need to be ready. So there's a lot of skills that we actually have to learn when we're speaking online too. It's just not that speaking is all about offline. And believe me, everything that you observed during the meeting today, any obstacles or any thing that just happened, yes, it could be a lesson learned for you so that the next time you go to a meeting with your clients, you can actually note that, okay, I should have a microphone on, I should have the best lighting, I should prepare this and that in order to see myself very professional. And so Toastmaster Nguyệt, do you need a special assistant? Because I still see that you cannot open your mic. She's too much into the role. Yeah, maybe you can change to a different device. Okay, so she need to quit and rejoin. All right, it's okay. So in order to save our time, I would like to invite Toastmaster Hoàng Minh as our general evaluator. And he is also our new area director who will lead us C-level Toastmaster, Advanced Toastmaster along with other online club in this term. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Hoàng Minh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Winan, and thank you for the invitation to be here. Oh, wow. After having the introduction as an AD, I feel the weight on my shoulder. Oh, wow. What a meeting. I think, first of all, let's put our hands together for such a great meeting. Very useful tips from everyone. Been learning quite a lot. And I need to give a quick shout out to our timer. I love the style of like jumping into the role right away and then taking it with such like wonderful gestures when someone is too enthusiastic. I think that's something that I would try to apply for my club as well, because we tend to go overtime too. How much time do I have? 5 minutes, right? Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, lucky that I asked. Okay, so let's start with the beginning of the meeting. I joined exactly at 7:30, I think. So and I feel really welcome. I believe most of us would feel welcome as well. So that's really great. Set up to a really good start for the meeting. What could I think could be improved even further would be to start the meeting a bit earlier, just to get everyone settled down quicker. Yeah, so I personally, I would hope to have the meeting link a little bit earlier too, but minor things. It happens. We are busy working professionals, so I totally understand. Then moving on to the roles today meeting, our Madam President, she's really a superwoman, right? Taking all of the roles, the panel discussion host, the TOD, and she took everything. It's just like it looks so easy to her. It looks so natural. So I wonder why and how she can do that as well. Yeah, so really great to observe how Wen work anytime. But I would hope that perhaps someone can step in and help her a little bit, taking one of her roles. The timer, wow, I have shared. I am so impressed today. For the timing of the panel discussion, perhaps I could recommend, because we went a little bit over time there, but perhaps what could be done better is to time even the discussion, the panel discussion as well, 20 minutes to have it yeah, green, and then 30 is yellow or something like that as a guideline. Yeah, but very interesting, engaging panel discussion, and I love that everyone was very natural and sharing all of the great tips. Yeah, some of them remind me a lot why I'm here in Toastmaster too. What I was hoping just a little bit more was to have more questions from the audience. Perhaps the audience can send the question in before, and then we choose some of like the most favorite questions or something. Then everyone can be even more engaged, even though it's really a powerful sharings from everyone already. Prepare speeches was really cool. I note down a number of lessons from what I listened, and I'll share a little bit later. Really great prepare speech, timer, evaluators as well. Yeah, one more talk went through my mind is that our meeting started on 7:30, but actually, in my opinion, it started like 1 week before, 2 weeks before with all of the preparations. So one thing and then like preparation of the meeting, setting our link, and then also invite other people to join the meeting. So I love the message that was sent to me. I think it's very casual. It's great. As a VPE before, I wonder, like, sometimes if we like to change the style, perhaps we can add in the reason why the person should be here with the meeting. Can you join as a role because we was very impressed with you before or something like that? That would help to connect with the person even more. Okay, how much time do I have? Oh, all right. I think I went over time, but really love the meeting. It remind me why I should be here as a Toastmaster. Yeah, a lot of lessons that I learned today. Like don't have to be great to start. Or there's a lot. I'll put in the chat very soon. But thanks a lot for the invite again. And yeah, very much happy to be here. Thank you.
And we are very much happy to have you here too, Toastmaster Hoàng Minh. Thank you so much for your wonderful observations. And I've taken note of the things that we can do better in our next panel discussion. And we have Toastmaster Nguyệt Chu. Wow, she joined at the right time. Right time. We have Nick open. So cool, Toastmaster Nguyệt. Yes, the stage is yours.
Apologies for the disruption. I just had to restart my computer completely. So, so how long? I mean, how many minutes do I have? Just 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, then can I share my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Can you hear the sound for my background? Do you want to like play a really quick Kahoot game, less than 3 minutes, and you just need to use your phone to join the to sign in to just open this website, kahoot.it, and then put in the PIN number right here, and then we can start this game very quickly. It should be like in less than 3 minutes.
Wow, that's so cool. I
But I'm
couldn't hear
waiting
the
for
sound,
more
but
participants. Yeah.
okay. Let's join everyone. Ah, yes, I hear the sound now.
I mean,
Okay, I can see you, Golden. But then waiting for more participants because this is gonna be like a fun game.
Okay, let's join everyone. Scan the QR or pin.
Yes, you can scan the QR code here, or you can just pull up this website, kahoot.it, right here on the screen, and then put in the.
Just let me know when you're starting. I'm just using my phone to time, so I can't
Okay.
play that game. Yeah.
Yay, we have 4 people already. 5. Then I'm gonna give like 10 more seconds. Let's wait for 10 more seconds, and we will start this game. All right. Seems that we have a lot of folks here. So is there anyone still trying to pull up this website? Should we start now? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people so far. All right, let's start. Okay, you will so there are multiple choice questions or yes and no questions, and you will be timed. So who can come up with the quickest answer will get the most points. So let's start, and you will know what is this. First question. All right, ready? Okay, what animal did Toastmaster Huyn mention in the key takeaway? Lion becoming a mouse becoming a lion, a young dragon, a mouse that fell in love with the lion. Come on, everyone. Okay. Yeah, you did great. Now let's just look at the leaderboard. Let me see. All right, Kunan, you are leading right now. Let's move on to the next question. Becoming a champion, giving your best in everything you do. Who said that? Toastmaster Huyền, Toastmaster Golden Nguyễn, Toastmaster Lee Twinkly, or Toastmaster Kunan? All right. Seems that everyone has different perspectives about this one, but Toastmaster Golden Nguyễn did say that. And let's just look at the leaderboard now. Okay, Kunan, you're killing it. Golden, yeah, you must answer it correctly. And David, you are in the 3rd place right now. Let's move on to the next question. So Toastmaster Lee Twinkie used a metaphor to emphasize the importance of connecting with the audience. What is it? Gift, wrapping paper, gift and wrapping paper, or none of the above? You have a lot of time here. 14 seconds left, but okay. All right, you guys are so split on the answers, but the right one is gift and wrapping paper. She said that our speech is a gift, and then our connection with the audience is like the wrapping paper that invites the audience to really be ready to listening to our speech. So okay, David, you just stole the 1st place. And then we have Hai, Min, Quinnan, Golden. Oh, Quinnan and Golden. You guys go among the last now. Let's move on to the next one. Toastmaster Golden Nguyen and Toastmaster Huyền Nguyen were on the same page about this thing regarding preparing for contest. First, don't blame your spouse if you have a bad onstage performance. Rest well before the contest. Change your narrative at last minute if needed. Mental toughness. Learn how to calm your nerves and choose to show up. I know this one is difficult. It requires you to really listen to their sharing very carefully. Okay, the answer is mental toughness. I hope that Toastmaster Golden and Toastmaster Huyền answered this correctly. All right, let's look at the leaderboard. David! Okay, and good night.
Even
She
Golden
just climbed
cannot
to the
answer
second.
it.
Yeah.
Even Golden cannot answer it.
Okay, let's move on to the first answer. I know that I'm over time right now. Feel free to stop me. What has Toastmaster Lee Twinkie learned from her contest preparation journey? She mentioned 3 C's. Remember, guys? Became more confident, became more creative, became more connected with her audience, or all of the above. This one is so easy, man. If you are not sure about the answer, just choose this answer, all of the above. That's my hint to you.
This is 3 point, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, really? There's still someone with a wrong answer here after my hint. Now let's move on to the leaderboard. All right, David, he's still winning. Behind him is Quinan, High, Hip, and Golden. All right.
I'm settled down here.
Which gift did Mr. Tuyên Nguyen receive from the boss that her mentioned first in her speech? A valuable plush toy, a book, a sweet dessert, or perfume?
Is it true, David? You tell me the truth?
David is
A
bluffing.
book.
David is bluffing. Bluffing.
Come on, I put my faith
Let
in you,
me
bro.
see. Okay, I can see Toastmaster Min right now from behind. And then David still killing it. Quinn and High and Hip are behind, but not too far behind. Move on to the next one. So the key message from Toastmasters Tuyên Nguyen's speech is change your boss if you can. Okay, we ran out of time. I'm sorry.
It's
Let me
okay.
just pause.
Do you want to continue on or?
Let's continue. Let's continue.
Okay.
There's only one more.
Leave your boss if things do not work out. Adapt yourself to different leadership styles, or love your boss. Okay, you guys are so smart, and actually you listened to her speech very carefully. Let me see. Everything stays the same, man. Then comes, let me see. Oh, David has answered. Like, his streak is crazy. Mr. Toastmaster Chukle authored several books. And how many books did she show us on the screen? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Tricky one.
2. She just showed 2 books on the screen. Okay, let me see. Wow. Hi, Quinn Anman and Hip. Everything is almost the same, right? David, let's see if you guys can beat him in the last question. So tip from Toastmaster Bill Nguyen to limit in your speech. Smile. When you are speechless, turn off your mic or disappear and quit completely, or pause for 3 seconds. Come on, yay! Okay, so I think that we know who wins this contest. Gunan is in the 3rd place. Hi, is that? I don't know. Hi, who is that? And then, not surprising, it's David who won this contest. But congratulations to everyone. I hope that you guys had a fun time playing this game. And I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster with you. With all that preparation, no wonder you lost connection. But it's amazing the amount of things that you can listen to. And thank you for bringing such a very engaging game in order to recap. It shows that everyone is actually very active listeners. Big clap of applause for Toastmaster with Chu, please. First time being listener, and she is rocking it. Yeah. Right. So only one more minute left for our meeting today, and I will jump right into our final session, which is the winner announcements. So in today's last session, you have voted for your favorite speaker, right? And what we will have today is that we are going to review the result of who is the most favorite prepared speaker and evaluator for today. So please help me to observe on the screen. Drum roll. And for our meeting today, the most favorite prepared speaker is Toastmaster. Tuyển Nguyễn and Chúc Lê. Congratulations, Toastmaster Chúc Lê, with your very first speech, and she have won the audience heart with the lesson, do it when you're not ready. Why not, right? And I believe that everyone is having the spirit of just doing it, like rocking it, making the speech when you are not ready. And also congrats to Toastmaster Tuyển Nguyễn. She did an excellent, amazing job today as well. And for our evaluator, well, we all know that our favorite Lee has given the spot to Toastmaster Golden, the most in
Hey,
time. And yes, Tuss, you are the favorite evaluator of today. Toastmaster Golden, congratulations. Being in time is just the key. I love how he can like vibing and also rocking it in such a concise way with evaluations. Okay, that is the end of our announcement for today. And the very last thing that we will do is to take a group picture with our iconic C-level signature. Thank you everyone for joining us today. And now let's post your brightest smile and also show the C sign, the C level for creativity, confidence, and connections. Toastmaster Ming and Toastmaster Lee Tinky, can you also open your camera and post the C? All right. I guess that I will Photoshop Lee later. She's having a hair shampoo somewhere. Right. So now on the count of three, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's great. So I will post the picture into our group so that everyone see that if everyone is ready. Okay, fabulous. Nice. Thank you everyone for such an amazing meeting. So our next meeting will be in the next 2 weeks, which is on the Saturday of the 12th of July. Yeah. So you will have next week off, so you can go hang out with your boyfriend, girlfriend, your family, your loved ones. You can have the time that you need. And
Why
let's
you
come back.
mentioned to boyfriend many times?
I mentioned to everyone. Okay. And see you on the July 12th with our meeting. Bye bye everyone. See you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See ya.